Hey friends, what's up? It's Jessica Hart and welcome back to Heart of the Highlands. Today we're going to be talking about something that I get a lot of questions about. I make my own laundry detergent and I have done this for about 4 years now. Someone in Oregon shared a recipe with me for liquid laundry soap and it saved us so much money. Although I'm not a fan of boiling it down, and so I adjusted it slightly, and I have found that this powdered laundry soap works the best for us. So I will start out with telling you how much money you can save with this laundry soap. Today we will be using borax, Arm & Hammer, and make sure you get the super washing soda, not the baking soda. Zote soap, and you can use the bars for this, or like I have discovered just a few months ago, you can buy flakes in a big box. And really that's all you need. However, I do love the smell of Gain. I have to say, when I started making my own soap, I miss the smell the most. Even though with just those 3 ingredients, it's super fresh. I also spend the extra money adding Gain fireworks to. This part gets expensive. This is about $9 for this size. To me, it's worth it. If you're on a budget, you do not have to use this. So let's get down to business. Borax. I feel like this is what works the hardest at cleaning your clothes. So, disclaimer, a lot of people have heard that borax can have health effects. Let me just tell you, that is true. However, you have to inhale it or ingest it, the powder form, for it to make you any type of ill. And so if you keep it secure, in your laundry bin, out of reach of children, it is perfectly fine, which is what you should do with laundry soap anyways. So we have borax for $4.47. We have Arm & Hammer Super Washing Soda for $4.12. And then we have Zote soap. Now, the bars of soap are slightly less expensive than this if you want to get a bar. But in the box, this is going to cost you $3. Okay? So, if you're only using these 3 ingredients, it's going to cost you $11.59. So let me just tell you how long all of this, just using 1 box each, lasts for my family of 6. 6 months. Yes, you've heard that right. This will last us about 6 months. We only have to make it twice a year. And if I double the batch, it will last all year long. And for $12, that's $2 a month for laundry soap for 6 people. 6 people. Insane, right? I know. So, let's talk about some of the ingredients, right? So we have Arm & Hammer, which, we all know has been around for quite some time. But the reason I love this the most is because I spent a lot of time with my grandparents growing up, and they used Arm & Hammer powdered laundry soap. And so it adds a bit of nostalgia smell to my clothes, and I love it. And it also gets the clothes really clean. Zote soap. So, Zote soap is also something that has been around forever. And let me tell you, when I first started making this, I used bars of soap because it either didn't exist or I had no idea. And let me tell you, I wish that I knew that it existed. But if you can see on the back here, it's actually made of bars of Zote. And what I used to do is I used to take a cheese grater, and I would grind the soap and grind it until it made a bunch of flakes, and then I would put it in my bucket. That's time consuming and it's a lot of work. Also, when you do it that way, the flakes are a little bit more chunkier, and I use the pink bar of Zote, and sometimes little chunks of pink would get stuck on the clothes, which is not gonna hurt them, but this dissolves way better. So, I mean, if you're on a budget and you wanna go the route to use the bar of soap, or maybe you can't find this, totally acceptable. I would recommend going with the flakes. So, lastly, we have borax. And if you haven't used borax, this is what it looks like. And I have never had a hard time finding this, although when the COVID pandemic hit, I had to order this. It was on back order. You couldn't find it anywhere. And that lets you know that it's a very powerful cleaner and disinfectant. So, I can now find it at my local store finally. It is July of 2021, but it's hit and miss. Sometimes I do have to order it on Amazon, and Amazon is slightly more expensive, but again, it's not more than $4 if you get a box this size. So a little bit of backstory on borax, which is really fascinating to me. The box always says 20 mule team, and I'm like, okay. Does that mean it has the power of 20 mules when it's, you know, washing things? Like, I don't know. So I looked it up because I love history, and you'll find that out later on. So a substance called sodium tetraborate was found in 1872. They had found that it was really good for cleaning and washing and lots of other things, and they decided to make it available to the public. And in order to do that, because of where it was found, they loaded it onto wagons. Remember, it's 1872, and pulled it. And they pulled it 165 miles across Death Valley so that it could be made available to the public. Now, what was pulling those wagons, may you ask, across Death Valley? Oh yes, 20 Mule Team. I love it when a little bit of history comes with everything that I do. So anyways, again with borax, do not inhale it, do not ingest it, and you will be just fine. All right, so we are going to take all of our ingredients. Now remember, you do not have to use the Gain fireworks. You can just use the first 3 ingredients. And I like to mix it all together in this big plastic tub, which I just leave mine in the plastic tub. I used to use beautiful glass bottles, and I would have it on display because it is really pretty when you're done. But, you know, 4 kids, 3 dogs, 2 birds. Glass isn't happening in my house. This is fine. So, we're going to open them up. And this is what this looks like. It is just a very fine powder, so it dissolves very nicely. And we will pour it into the bin. Next, we'll do the Zote flakes. And as I said, if you're using a bar for this part, just hold your grater with your bar of soap over the tub. Grate, 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 grate. And it will make enough. 1 bar is enough flakes. And really, because those flakes get so thick when you use the bar, I really only use 3/4 of the bar of the Zote soap when I'm using it. The bars, by the way, are really great if you have a stain. You just keep it in the washroom and you just rub it on the clothes. It works out great. But I have graduated to the flakes, and here they are. They look like snow. And if you can see, they're little squares and they're very paper thin. Oops. And they're very paper thin so that they will dissolve quite nicely. And with this, I'm gonna use a whole box. So here we go. One thing I did love about the pink bars is that it gave it a really pretty pink color. But if you're not into aesthetics, you just want your clothes clean, this is for you. Next we have the borax. So can you imagine like them pulling a wagon through Death Valley with this stuff, and they wouldn't even imagine in the future that somebody would be sitting here on YouTube showing people on a video camera how to make laundry soap out of this that I went to Walmart and bought. Insane. I love history. Okay, here we go. Ready? Again, do not inhale or ingest and you'll be just fine. All right, so you can see that we have filled it up about halfway. And if you're not adding flings, which you can use any scent you want, then you're done. You would continue to the shaking part. But I like these, so I'm going to put this bottle in here. And look at that cool color. I love it. It's not pink, but hey. So you want to make sure that the lid is on securely. And then you want to shake the crap out of it. Okay. Now this gets tiring. Sometimes you can ask for help. And you can always call in some extra help. Babe! And some extra muscles, but you know. Thank you!
Yep.
He's busy on his Twitch stream. If you're into Twitch, you can look him up. His name is Kyber. So, here we go. This is enough laundry detergent to last my family 6 months. So, I used this. One of my children made it in art class to measure laundry soap. I just do 1 scoop per load and then we're good to go. But to get your clothes clean, you can use 2 tablespoons. That's all you need. You don't need a lot. And if your child has eczema or you're worried about how harsh this might be on your family's skin, let me just tell you that my children have severe eczema. Especially one gets it really bad. When I switched to this homemade detergent, gone, never seen again. Regular laundry soaps can have some harsh chemicals and they can actually dry out the skin, whereas our clothes are always nice and soft. It always smells really fresh. So there you have it. If you have any questions, be sure to leave them down below. I'll be sure to answer them for you. Let me know if you try it and if you love it and any adaptations you might use out. If you'd like to follow us on our adventures, be sure to subscribe to our channel, like, and leave comments down below to help us out. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you next week.